The battle of the NFC East. The Dallas Cowboys versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Boy, oh boy, is this game nowhere near what we would have thought it would have been heading into Week 8. Dak Prescott hurt. Andy Dalton concussed, likely going to be missing this week. Carson Wentz has been playing arguably the worst of his career, although the last couple weeks he's been better, at least for fantasy purposes. Man, this is a dumb game, considering the winner of this game will be leading the NFC East because Washington is on bye. It's just stupid. But hey, that's the way that the rules work. 43-point over-under. Eagles favored to win this one by 9 points. Might be a little bit low there. If Ben DiNucci is playing at quarterback, I don't know that the Cowboys are going to put up any sort of a fight in this one. Cowboys defense has been putrid across the board, giving up 10th or better in terms of fantasy points across the board. Eagles have been a much better defense at slowing down running backs, but have been a good defense to exploit for quarterbacks, receivers, and tight ends. So this would have been a fantastic matchup, assuming we actually had a capable quarterback for the Cowboys. But with the injuries to their offensive line, with Dak Prescott and Andy Dalton missing this game, it's going to be rough. Ben DiNucci has been getting some decent praise throughout the week in practice, but there's no way you're going to be starting him for fantasy. I think you can still start Elliott, Cooper, and Lamb. They're not the greatest plays, and they definitely have a much lower floor than you would imagine, but I don't see the Cowboys coming out and putting up no points in this game. Cooper has been heavily targeted even in bad situations. He's still had a pretty decent floor, and Lamb, even though having only one carry for a yard last week, definitely a disappointing performance there. He's still getting end zone targets. So these are the only guys I'm starting. I'm not playing Dalton Schultz. I'm not playing Tony Pollard. Michael Gallup, if you even roster him at this point, there's no way you could trust him. Ben DiNucci, not even in a super flex lineup would I really be excited about starting him. He could surprise, but I'm not expecting that. This is going to be a pretty gross game for the Cowboys. On the Eagles side, I'm a lot more excited about the plays here. Got Carson Wentz coming back, playing against this rough Cowboys defense. He's been really good for fantasy. He's been the number 2 quarterback over the last 3 weeks, so I think Wentz is a good stream this week. Sanders and Scott, this one's pretty simple. If Sanders plays, we'll play Sanders. If he's out, we'll play Scott. I think Sanders will miss another week. He hasn't practiced as of Thursday. They're calling it day-to-day, but likely with the bye week coming up next week, the fact that they're facing a broken Cowboys team, I don't think they're going to risk a longer-term injury for Sanders. I think they'll roll Scott out there again. He performed well for us on Thursday night last week versus the Giants. I'm going to roll him out here one more time versus the Cowboys. I think he can play Fulgham, and I'm going to throw Reagor out there coming back off of IR. Looks like he's going to be involved this week. We saw some good things from him in the first couple weeks. This is a much better matchup. Look for Reagor to end up stealing the show in this week when nobody else is paying attention to him. Check your waivers, see if Reagor's there, pick him up, and throw him into your lineup right away. Richard Rodgers, also a good play here. I think the Eagles are going to be able to do whatever they want on offense in this game for the first time on the season. And I think the Eagles defense, obviously playing against a 7th-round drafted rookie quarterback in Ben DiNucci, you definitely want to play defenses against quarterbacks like that. So should be a pretty easy game for the Eagles to win. I've got them winning 34-17, but don't be surprised if the margin is even larger.